Nothing seems to stop it going up and to the right. I'm Darren. This is 3 things you need to know for Friday, April 12th. Car insurance costs are doubling for some. Don't worry, the media and probably the administration narrative is that car prices are coming down. One of the reasons claimed are storm damage due to climate change. They actually said that. How about theft and hit and runs? That sounds much more plausible and what many cities are experiencing. Data centers in Ohio are pulling a lot more power after the surge in AI. It is predicted that power demand will basically double from 2018 to 2028. Supply and demand says that you can expect your electricity bill to reflect the overall greater need for more power. For some reason, in the past, you didn't need to submit your ACT or SAT scores to Harvard for admission. This is being reversed in 2025. This actually was a trend for 2,000 colleges recently, supposedly due to it being harder to get to test sites. No word if your bank statement or political stance essay is required. Trade while you sleep across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, we can't help but be inspired by her every day. So really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
The simplification of song lyrics over time. Caroline writes, music is often referred to as the universal language, one that transcends borders and time. We are surrounded by music every day. The way this language is spoken through the lyrics of songs has evolved significantly over time. Throughout the past 40 to 50 years, a noticeable trend has emerged. Song lyrics have become more simple and more repetitive. This change prompts several questions about the cultural, technological, and commercial factors influencing current music production. In the 60s and 70s, the music scene was heavily influenced by the likes of Bob Dylan, the Beatles, and Joni Mitchell, who were known for their poetic and complex lyrics. Their lyrics can be considered a form of literary work, as their songs often told stories, raised questions and societal norms, and invited listeners to engage deeply with the music. Music containing lyrics has even been shown to activate different regions in the brain compared to music without lyrics. Usually written in verse form, lyrics use poetic devices such as rhyme, repetition, metaphors, and imagery, and hence can be considered similar to poems. This is also showcased by Bob Dylan winning the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016 for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. Fast forward to today, and the landscape looks quite different. Just as literature can be considered a portrayal of society, lyrics also provide a reflection of society's shifting norms, emotions, and values over time. Modern hits, especially in genres like pop and hip-hop, lean towards simpler, repetitive lyrics, with a strong emphasis on catchy hooks that are easy to remember and sing along to. In 2018, Kathleen Napier and Leor Shamir investigated the change in sentiment of the lyrics of 6,150 Billboard 100 songs from 1951 through 2016. They found that positive sentiments, like your joy or confidence, have decreased over time, while negative sentiments, like anger, disgust, and sadness, have increased. In addition to a sentiment analysis, several other academic studies have attempted to quantify the changes in song lyrics over time. One approach has been to use linguistic and computational techniques to analyze the complexity of lyrics in terms of vocabulary and syntax. These studies generally find that the diversity of vocabulary has decreased and that sentence structures have become more straightforward. Another measurable aspect in lyrics is repetitiveness. Tools like the Lempel-Ziv complexity measure, which is used to quantify the amount of repetition in a sequence of texts, show that songs now repeat words and phrases more frequently than in the past. This metric, along with others, supports the notion that there has been a shift towards more repetitive and arguably catchier phrases in music. One factor in the simplification of song lyrics could be the shift in listeners' preferences and consumption habits. In a fast-paced, media-saturated world, attention spans are reportedly shorter, and music consumers often gravitate towards songs that are instantly gratifying rather than intellectually demanding. Technology also plays a crucial role. With the advent of streaming services and the internet, music is more accessible than ever. Competition for listeners' attention is fierce. Artists and producers may opt for simpler and repetitive lyrics as a way to make songs more memorable and more likely to succeed in the crowded market. The music industry's dynamics have also changed with the rise of digital music. Songs are now often designed to perform well on charts and streaming platforms, where success is measured by plays and user engagement. This commercial pressure can incentivize artists to create music that is easy to consume quickly and repeatedly. The trend in lyrics is not necessarily a negative thing. It reflects changes in society and technology, and these songs fulfill a demand among listeners. However, it is important to consider what might be lost in this shift. The rich lyrical diversity of earlier decades provided a tapestry of thoughts and stories that are more intellectually stimulating and emotionally fulfilling. While today's music excels in accessibility and catchiness, there is a balance that should be struck. As we look to the future, artists and producers might find innovative ways to blend lyrical complexity with the infectiousness that modern listeners enjoy. Understanding these recent trends provides insight not only into the music industry, but also into broader cultural shifts. Whether this trend will continue or if it will swing back towards complexity remains to be seen, but undoubtedly music will continue to be a vital part of our cultural conversation. Stop watching, start living using Pips, our AI bot. Go to arbitragetrade.com and check out Arbitrage Trade Assist.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Pip's pick of the day. It's Fall Down Friday. Arbitrage algorithms have detected a possible downtrend for Ralph Lauren Corporation. That is RL. And they are headquartered in New York. They design, market, and distribute luxury lifestyle products that include apparel, footwear, and accessories, home, fragrances, and hospitality categories. This one does have a gap to fill lower, but it may take a while. Our lower band is expanding lower, but that doesn't always mean the price will follow soon. Keep your eye out. Current price is $165, 52-week high of $192.03, and a 52-week low of $103.17. We are not financial advisors. We provide a service. Please do your own research. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.